Well, hello friends, welcome back to another episode of the Dirt to Daytona Career Mode series. Last episode we got started with Season 3, got our first win of the season. We are the points leader currently, so today let's get to the halfway point of the season and hopefully keep on track for our goal to win the championship this year. So our first race today in Oak City Speedway. So I'm going to hop right into practice. Not going to make any changes yet. Just do a couple laps and then see what we need to do. Alright, that could have been worse. That could have been better. Oh man. We've run a few laps and we still haven't beat our previous best lap, so the car definitely seems to be pretty loose. So I might want to work on tightening the car up a little bit. I think the gearing is okay. Probably just want to tighten the car a bit.
That was your best lap ever.
Alright, well, just knocked like 4/10 off that lap, which was nice. My only worry is if I tighten up the car too much and then it builds tighter throughout the run, then we're going to be terrible by the end of the race. So it might be worth leaving it alone and just kind of dealing with it for the first couple laps. Because the car does feel a lot better now that we're, on our 7th lap of the run. I'm just gonna leave it as it is and hop into qualifying. $15.7 so far is pole time. I think we ran a 15.9, but it took 5 or 6 laps to get to that speed, so I'm not super high on our chances, but we'll see.
Alright, let's see where we play.
16.2, that was roughly about where I expected we'd be. Alright, qualified 3rd. Off to heat number 1.
It's set. The race is going green. There's the green flag.
And this setup now, we get such a good jump. So that'll definitely help in the races, hopefully, to, lead a lap right off the rip, get the bonus points and the bonus money. But like, man, we jumped out to a 2nd half lead in the first lap. So yeah, we've already run a 10th better than our qualifying pace now, so I think the car definitely builds in the right direction throughout the run. So I don't think I'm going to make any changes just so that I don't ruin it for the end of the feature race, because that's what's important. It's running well in the feature, and you know, that's where we make the money. But 4.5 second lead in 5 laps. Can't complain about that. And we are off to the A main. So Kato looks like our only real championship opponent that's in the top 5. We'll see if Finger and Ginter make it up towards the front throughout the race, but this is what I was saying about getting that jump off the line. Like leading that first lap, getting the points and stuff is a big help. And with this lap, or sorry, this race being, I think it's 11 laps, it's nice to, you know, start off solid with a car that gets better through the run. I think this is the place where I won my first race last year. Forget who it was, but I wrecked somebody in the last lap. I know it was the 33 car, but don't remember what driver that is, but wrecked him on the last lap after Kato spun out from the lead with a few laps to go. So I feel like this is definitely one of our good tracks. And Ginter has made his way up into the top 5. Still have not seen Ted Finger yet. Ran a 15.8. So yeah, that's our best lap we've run yet at this track. Looks like we've got about a 3-second lead. 5 laps to go, so definitely going in the right direction. Looks like Truett fell back pretty far. I think he was the overall #1 qualifier, and I think that's Ted Finger in front of him. Let's not do anything dumb. Yeah, I think that's Ted Finger all the way back here, so definitely not a good run for that team. Looks like he had some pretty significant left front damage.
Last lap.
So this is definitely the first race that we have truly dominated, but I guess that speaks for all the upgrades we've done with the car. It has gotten really good. So yeah, Ted Finger finished in 10th. So that will certainly help out our championship chances for him finishing that badly. There's the points. So it looks like we gained 36 on Ginter and 69 points on Ted Finger. So $5,000 weekend. Cannot complain about that. Domination. Austin Cannon stunned with a full house crowd at Anoka and silenced critics on April 10th with a thrilling display of track magic and technical ability. Cannon said, "This victory is especially sweet because Kato said I couldn't win here and I absolutely destroyed the field." Well, no fake news this time. I did destroy the field. So it looks like Kato moved up to second, Ginter moved up to 3rd. So Ted Finger dropped all the way to 4th position in the standings. So there's the points. Looks like we've got a 45-point lead on Cato right now after 4 races this year. Alright, with $5,700, we're just putting money away for next season. So off to Baxter Fairgrounds Speedway. And with Baxter being the track where we do the season finale, this is definitely a place I would like to run well. So let's see how good we can get the car here. Right off the bat, it seems loose, but could be just like last race where it starts loose and builds tight. So definitely gonna run a few practice laps before I change anything up. Alright, so we already beat our best lap by 4/10 on the very first lap, so that is a good sign. Okay, we got super sideways, so this is probably not going to be a very good lap. Yeah, that was the second slower in the lap before. Ooh, I heard a crash behind me. Well, that's not a very good way to end a lap. So unfortunately, since the first lap we ran, we have not had a single clean lap. Hopefully this can be a good one and I can get a gauge of how well the car is going to run after a few laps, but
That was your best lap ever.
alright, we did get a little faster.
That was your best lap ever.
Alright, cool. So the car is getting better the longer we run. Definitely like to see that. So I'm going to go ahead and qualify. Oh, of course, we're first to go.
Go, 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 go!
And it seems like we got up to speed fairly well. Coming to the line to start the lap. Well, this definitely is not going to be one of our best laps.
Alright, let's see where we
Yeah, we were almost a second off of our best lap before. So I think realistically we should have qualified 3rd if we ran a good lap, but we're going to start 3rd in the first heat with a good chance to move up, get a good starting spot for the main.
get set. The race is going green. There's the green flag.
So it seems like this track we don't get the best restart for whatever reason. But hopefully in this 5-lap race we can check out and start on the front row for the main. If you remember though, for the final race last year, I ran really well in the heat race and then had just the worst start imaginable in the feature. So we will see what happens here. But the goal is to build enough of a championship lead going into the final race that it doesn't matter how bad I do, we still get the cup and get promoted. So
2 to go.
can't worry that far ahead though. My goodness, I think we're gonna lap someone. Remember when we were that slow? Whoops.
Nice work, kid.
So Truett again qualified really well and then fell all the way back to 6th. Alright, so we had a really good heat race. Let's hop in to the A main. Of course, starting right next to Kato, who I think is second in the championship right now. Looks like Fingers back in 6th or 8th.
Get set. The race is going green. There's the green flag.
Did not get a great jump, but started to pull him in 2nd gear. Alright, so we led the lap, got the bonus points. That's always nice. Looks like Kato's already fallen back out of the top 5. So, bummer for him, great for us. But now I just gotta focus ahead, run the best laps I can, and try to win this thing. Looks like the gap to 2nd is staying pretty steady at the moment. But 4th on back, they're already 5 seconds behind.
There's 5 laps to go.
That was a really bad turn 3 and 4. I can see lap traffic ahead, so hopefully they are not a factor and not a problem for me. Looks like 3rd place has started falling back as well, so looks like me and Fazoli's are the only 2 up front. Oh, Truett blew up, it looks like. I think that's Kato. Jeez, so Kato was in last. Yeah, Truett must have blown up.
2 to go.
That's wild. Dude qualifies 1st, and then that happens. Oh, spun him out from bumping into him.
Last lap.
Well, we're on to the final lap. We've got 2.5 second lead on second place, so as long as I run this final corner well, shouldn't have any problems getting another win.
Great job.
So we lapped up to 9th. Yeah, it looks like Genter and Finger are outside the top 5. So another great race for us. Definitely going to have a big championship lead after this one. So I'm going back through the replay to try and see what happened to Truett. And he was running up in the top half of the field. And just waiting to see what happened. Oh, he didn't like make any crazy contact or anything, just I'm guessing he just overheated. And that was the end of his day. Wild. So there you have the points. Definitely got a lot of ground in the championship hunt. Another $5,200. So 2 good weeks in a row. Cannon wins, finishing first after an intense race. Austin Cannon dominated the field on April 24th. When talking to reporters, Cannon blurted out, "Basically, I own this track. I don't know what it is about Baxter, but I seem to place well here every time I show up." Yeah, we lost the championship because we did bad here last year, so that might not be true. There you have the race results. So we've pulled over 100-point lead. Looks like Genter and Kato are tied, but Genter has the tiebreaker with the win. But I definitely think we should not have a problem winning the championship this year. Alright, so that is going to do it for this episode. We are finishing up with $11,000. So, not planning on buying any more upgrades for the Dirt series, but that'll definitely help us moving into the Modified series. So that concludes another episode. I want to say thank you for watching and enjoying this content. If you can, drop me a like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.